Hi, my name is Jacob Sapochnik. I'm an immigration attorney based in San Diego, California. In this video, I wanted to quickly touch base on the E2 visa, investor visa process. We all talk about the e-visa and what you need to do, but what is actually the process to get that visa? What is involved? What are the steps? So in this chart, you can see that I've outlined a few of the steps, make it easier for you to remember and analyze and understand how the typical visa works. So an E2 investor visa essentially is a visa that is based on a treaty that the United States has with many countries, more than 70 countries. If you're one of those countries, like France, Germany, and hopefully Israel soon, you're able to come into the US and set up a business. The process is fairly straightforward. The first step you do is you come to the United States. Once you know the kind of business you want to do, is form a company, a US-based registered company. And that can be either an LLC or a C Corp. An LLC is a limited liability company, and we can talk about that in a different video. And a C Corp is a regular closed corporation. One of those two entities are available for foreign investors. And basically by setting up the company, you're able to register the business and start the planning of your new company in anticipation for the investor visa. Once the company is formed, the next step is that you want to open the corporate bank account. It is very important to open the bank account of the company after the company is formed, because you can't do the other way around. You need to have a corporate bank account to be able to accept the funds coming from the foreign country. Once the bank account is set up, then you can move the money from the foreign country into the corporate bank account to be able to start using those funds for the purpose of investing. What is really investing? Well, once the money is in the corporate bank account and you start using it, you can start using it for many things. You can locate a lease for your business and start paying for the lease. You can buy equipment. You can hire employees. You can do your marketing materials. If you have a restaurant, you can buy equipment and hire waiters. If you have a marketing company, you can buy printing machines. If you buy dry cleaners, you can get the location and the equipment. So all these things happen during the investment period, which is required for the e-visa. This period may be anywhere from 60 to 90 days. It depends. And once the investment period is completed, you're ready to have your case. Your case is completed. It's ready. And now we can go ahead and file the case with the U.S. Embassy of your treaty country. Or if you're in the United States, you can change your status to the e-visa. 10 cases that are filed, typically there's almost 80% approval rate. There happens to be some cases that may be delayed at the embassy because the consul would like to understand the source of the funds. How did the money come to this account? They want to know whether the business is at risk or not marginal. They want to see whether the investment in fact took place. In some cases, cases get delayed because investors did not use the money properly between this step and this step, or there was no evidence how the money arrived to the bank account from the foreign country. Those are important factors to realize as you prepare the e-visa and make sure that this process flows smoothly in the preparation of your case. As part of the process, we're going to need to have also a business plan and everything else to document the setup of the business. But in a nutshell, it'll give you an idea as to what steps we're looking for when we set up an e-visa investor visa, no matter what country you're from. If you do have any other questions, you're welcome to email us or follow our Facebook page or our website. We do thank you for watching our video and have a great day.